Well, hello everyone. Again on Facebook. I am back with a special guest, Josh. He's one of the top leaders in Quantum Nutrition Company. I'm super excited to have you on, Josh. Welcome on my show today. How's it going?
Oh, it is just blessed. Absolutely blessed. Angie, thank you for having me here. And I just want to say, I hope everyone had a blessed Thanksgiving. It was just magical with having family all around.
And that's what it's about, right? Is family. And I love that.
Absolutely. It is one of the most amazing things, Angie, knowing that we have something that's for every single person. It's for our family. That's the whole thing. If we can uplift our family, we can help everyone from the youngest person to our seniors. It is absolutely amazing by just adding nutrition back into their life.
I love it.
Well,
I was gonna
Angie, we're
go
gonna say,
ahead.
I was gonna ask you actually, do you want me to start going into this and really
Yeah. I just wanted to say, how did you find out about quantum nutrition? What led you to it?
our family needed it. My mother and I care, and my father, my whole family. We were going through a spiral. We needed things to change in our life. And we had a natural path that we've been friends with for so many years said, you need to try this. You need to see how this nutritional product, this quantum nutrition, can change your life. And you'll hear me speak about quantum. And this is something very special, very different. So if you're looking at most products out there, they're taking the fruit or the whole plant, grinding it up, making a formulation off of the actual fruit or the stalk, but that's not where the nutrients is. This science team who studied for over 50 years have looked at what are the top nutritious parts of the plant. For celery, it's not the stalk, it's not the things you eat, it's the leaves. And they took it a step further. What are the most nutritious parts of the leaf? And they looked at the molecules, which molecule does what, and they developed a extraction process that only extracts that specific molecule. And that molecule is unchanged. It has all the nutrients, all the vitamins, all the amazing things that were in the plant. And let me ask you a question, Angie. Okay. Do you believe that our food that we eat today has the same nutrition that it did 50 years ago?
Absolutely not.
You know, that's the basis of this. You cannot get the food from the grocery stores that has a nutrition. So what they've done is they've used very, very unique science to find what are the most nutritious parts from the plants that we do not have in our diet anymore. The things that were creating changes to nourish the body at these extremely high levels. And how do we put them together in such a way that we feed the blood? Angie, I want to ask you another question. Do you believe that life is in the blood?
Absolutely.
Then the building blocks of blood are nutrition. It is the key of it all. If life is in the blood, the building blocks of blood is nutrition. What nutrition are you feeding yourself that uplifts the blood, which uplifts the whole body so the body is able to do what it was meant to do?
Yeah. And let me just let me just say this. Um, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last couple seconds of you talking, unless there's a lag. But let me say, when we eat our regular food, we're not getting in the proper nutrients. So everyone is deficient. And we have to find a way to get those nutrients back into the body. And so, would you think that quantum, the way it's administered, like the spray, right? I know we haven't even got there yet. The I Hercules, is this helping to fill that gap for nutrition?
100%. 100%. And it's just how simple it is. Four sprays under your tongue or on your food.
Yeah.
We call this nutrition addition because we're adding the nutrients back in a very unique way.
Hmm.
We call it functional unique nutrition, but we're adding it back in a very unique way to the food. And it's the pieces that are missing. Like, for example, our science team believes you cannot grow the products, the raw material here in the US because the US soils are so damaged. They actually grow them in the northern Mediterranean mountain ranges in blue zones. And if any of you know what blue zones are, they're areas of the world that are known that do not have the toxicity overload or the GMOs or the
Hmm.
things that we're faced with here because that's where we can get the best plants, the best, highest nutrition and minerals coming out of the soil that you don't find here in the US.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I, yes, I know about the blue zones. They live the longest life on Earth. And if we can actually get the plants that are grown there and then put it in a serum and put it in our body, wow, raising the frequency, alkalizing the blood, and helping to clear out a lot of junk that's in our blood, would you say?
You know, when you feed the red blood cell and you feed the blood, the end outcome with an uplifted blood cells, what end up happening is they promote more oxygen. With more oxygen being promoted, well, you have more alkalinity through that closed system. It is absolutely profound.
I love hearing about that.
It is, this has been a blessing in my family's life, in my life, to have this and to know that we can do something about the lack of nutrition. We can do something about not having the all the elements. Like, let's go into this for a second, Angie. Do you know how many apples it takes to get the same nutrition it did 50 years ago?
A ton.
It's like 30 to 100 apples. And they used to be known as the core of nutrition because they're one of the most rounded fruit, and they're actually round too, but they're one of the most rounded fruit for the fact of all the things that they hold inside of them. And they don't have, they've lost so much nutrition over the last 50 years that it's taking 30 of them to make the same as one. And
Hmm.
now how you can't eat enough. Do you notice? Let me ask you this question, Angie. Do you know how people tend to eat? And a lot of people don't have a shut off. People are just putting on weight. Is it really their fault? Or is it that they don't have the nutrition that their body is needing, so they're requiring to eat more?
Yeah, let me comment on that. So a lot of people are eating like empty calories, like just junk food. And the way our food is grown, and of course the GMOs and all of that, we're overeating because of the chemicals and things that are added to the food, and we're not fully getting the nutrition that we need through our food anymore because of our soil. And our soil is deficient in minerals, and then you get the chemicals on top of that. So we're working on two things: deficiency and too many toxins. So if we have something that can actually come in and remove through the blood all of the bad stuff by bringing in all of the good plant nutrition, that is amazing. And when did they develop this, Josh? When did this come about?
Well, the research started actually years and years prior in the 1970s. Um, it was originally came under the guise of after it was actually after the Spanish flu, they put together a science team. They pulled the scientists out of college and put them into medical school to research, and they were researching the top 5,000 plants on the planet. But what can we do to create a difference in this world? Well, they found that the nutrition that we were eating was so far off, even back then. And the only way you can make a difference in the body is through the food. That's what creates long lasting. Did you ever see how a grandmother or a mother will tend to say, you have to eat your food before you get to the dessert? Well, what has the nutrition in it? So they wanted to see what was the top things that worked in the body. So they started looking at how do we find the top plants? Then they refined that to what are the top parts, and then they refined that to what are the top molecules of the top parts. And they've been doing that for the last 30 years through an ongoing study. And it is absolutely amazing to see what they came out with. Um, this, from their research, and they're scientists, their job is not creating products. Their job was creating research. This is a byproduct of their research. These are the 44 of the top plants on the planet that creates a lasting change when they're fed to the body, but they're the missing piece. So we're always talking about the root of longevity, getting to the root of the problems at hand.
Mhm.
And if you get the body, so I'll restate this in this words. I believe that God created our bodies in absolute perfection. It is man that destroyed the soil and destroyed the environment that we need a nutrition addition to be able to add back what we were meant to have so our bodies can work in the way that God intended. That's what we're doing. And that comes from the basis life is in the blood. If you're spraying this, we're feeding the blood. So now, with the body coming back with the proper nutrition, it can do anything, absolutely anything.
So to me, that is truly amazing. And can you tell us benefits of when you use this is called eye Hercules, and then we also have eye revive and eye patches, so there's three ways of quantum nutrition. Can you say the benefits on why people should think about taking this?
Well, the benefits, first of all, this is a product that was created and the science team gave us actually, because it's meant for every man, woman, and child on the planet. It's because you can't get away from the from how bad we've destroyed everything. We've destroyed the planet. You can't get the nutrition back. You can't, your body has a hard time. dealing with the toxicity. Well, if you feed nutrition to your body comes back online where your immune system comes up. Your body's going to deal with the is going to deal with the toxicity at a whole nother level. But this is something that's for every person to deal with the environment that we've created. And if we, for benefits, Angie, what are we talking about? How many people right now have brain fog? How many people have lack of energy? How many people have significant issues that are happening in their lives? Well, feed the body. If
Mhm.
the body has the innate wisdom to put things back into order, it doesn't matter what you're dealing with. It doesn't matter what's happening throughout your body and how much toxic overload that you've been subjected to. You need to feed the nutrition so your body can come back from it. And we are hearing from people day after day after day on how this has helped them. Now, the proof is in the product. The piece of the puzzle that matters to me the most is that when you try it and you do an upgrade, a 4-month upgrade, doing 4 sprays 3 times a day, by the second, third month, this is not a drug. We're not expecting things to happen the first day. They sometimes do, but it's the third and fourth month of having these quantum nutrition in your life where you see miraculous changes. Now, that's doing 4 sprays 3 times a day. And there's a package that you can do with that. And I'm going to have you get back to Angie to find out on the packages and how that works. I don't want to go too deep into that direction, but these amazing molecules, we also have something amazing. I Revive Cream. I Revive Cream feeds the skin. Almost everything out there that you've ever put on your skin is something to moisturize it, to coat it. But have you ever had anything that feeds it? All of this is food. If it wasn't food, it wouldn't work. Did you know that it takes roughly around 28 seconds for something that touches your skin to enter your bloodstream? We're feeding your body's blood through the skin. And it's through this unique technology, the top parts of the top parts of plants. And when this enters into the skin, your body naturally will awaken and will go to it to get the nutrients from it. So we think of feeding the body through the mouth, through the food that we eat. Your skin is another place for nutrients to enter. And the amount of stories that we have with these products are just jaw-dropping. You can see, since we're working with the body throughout the whole body, this you see 3 to 4 months, okay, is when we're looking for miracles. And I'm saying miracles. Um, with the cream, you can see it in weeks because you have eyes and you can see stuff happening. When was the last time you fed your skin? That is just a really powerful question.
And I like it because um it's giving what your skin needs by nutrition, by the cream. And it's helped with burns and rashes and wrinkles and so many things. It's helped me a lot and I love using it. And it's so clean you can eat it. I love that.
That was one part I didn't add in, and I want to show it. What skincare? You can see that it took it out of you could took it out of the container. But you can see a little bit on my finger. That's all it takes for your face and your neck. But what skin can you or what cream can you eat? It's 100% plants, and it's just the specific molecules of plants. And it, as it feeds the outside of the body, it feeds the inside too. That's how powerful this is.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. Quantum nutrition, like I said, is by spray, cream, and patches. And do you want to get into the patches, Josh, on how are they used?
So the eye patches, they're bioenergetic discs, and your body harmonizes with them. They all have all of the 44 different plants and the molecules of those plants from iHercules, but in a frequency form. And then they have frequencies for all different type things, everything from pain and inflammation. You have allergies, you have detox, you have stress and anxiety. You have there's ones that has ivermectin and fenbenzanol frequencies in them. There are ones that have that are for joy. There are ones that are for um, for if there's anything in your life that you want to alleviate from anything um, from all the different pieces. There's about 18. I think we're up to 18 of these now, Angie, and I don't have them all on the top of my head, but they are
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal. And there's a reason why we have all of these. iHercules, this is about an upgrade within 4 months. The real difference. This is the core of everything. Okay. I revive. You can see this within weeks. The eye patches, you can feel this within hours, minutes to hours. And when you have all of these together, you have uplifted and fueled your body at a whole nother level.
Mhm.
The key of all of this is that we have all the pieces of the puzzle now. The question is, what are you feeding your body?
I love that. And a lot of people think that this is just for people that are not feeling good. This is for everyone because, even if you're feeling great, you still would want to check this out because it's just going to help your body be even better. So I think people think, oh, I'm not sick. I don't need that. They actually do.
Well, I don't believe that we were meant to, I believe we were meant to live and die,
Mhm.
but were we meant and created by God to die in pain?
Mm-mm.
I don't believe we were.
No suffering. Mm-mm.
No. And that all comes into being if your body is being fed the way it's supposed to, then your body has these things shouldn't come into existence.
Yeah, I wanted to share a quick picture of me with dirty blood. I guess it would be on this side. And then 4 months after doing I Hercules and the I Revive and the patches, the clean blood, how the skin is so much lighter. It's like the light came through, and the dark left. And maybe more ways than one. I don't know. But you can definitely tell when people are doing this because their skin's lighter. So it's cleaning out that dirty blood underneath the skin. It's truly amazing.
It is the next frontier in in supplementation. So you go to the store and you buy a supplement off the grocery store shelves. You know, how much of that is you getting in, are you getting in? It doesn't. You're looking at a 2%, 4% absorption rate on most of that stuff. It's junk.
Mhm.
Unless it's a food. This is the caveat. If it's a food, you're getting all of it in. Your body was built to absorb and to utilize food. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. This is quantum food at a whole nother level.
I love it. Thank you so much, Josh. I feel like we can kind of stop there and maybe come back another time.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you, Angie. And this is
Yeah.
always fun.
Well, thank you, Josh. You're extremely knowledgeable and you've been doing this for a long time. You've helped a lot of people. I definitely look up to you. And I just want to mention that I'm sure we'll come back and I definitely will bring your mom back to hear her story. And there's so many testimonials out there. I'd like to try to get everyone on to share that. And if you're interested, I'm definitely going to leave the link in this live. And right now they're having a sale, just an FYI. If you do buy the 9 bottle package, you get a free full size cream, which I revive, which is truly amazing. You put that on your skin, it's like butter. Like it feels so good on your skin. But you definitely want to check it out. And I also want to mention that Josh and CARE have a Sunday night Zoom that everyone should jump on. It's called careclass.com, password hope, to see the research, science, history, and testimonials on Sunday night at 9. And we'll also list that link too, so they can come on and see that for themselves and all the amazing testimonies. Anything else to say?
Just thank you. And we've been blessed. This is about people helping people. We've been blessed to be able to help so many people so far. And this is a this is a movement. It's about how many people can we help around the world, and we are growing every day. Every day we are inspiring, we're growing, we're creating, and it is one of the biggest joys. And I just want to say, Angie, thank you for taking me on your platform just to share. This has just been fun.
Josh, I definitely adore you and your mom and all the people with Quantum. They're just amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening in. And I feel like we're going to be back and just spreading good news and helping people everywhere. I believe we're in 37 countries. Is that right,
That is
Josh?
correct. 37 countries outside the US.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, that
Okay,
sounds beautiful.
everyone. That's it for now. I will post some links and I'm sure you'll see us again together. Thank you so much, Josh. It was a pleasure.
Blessings, everyone.